Hi, guys, and welcome back to Marantz. Rantz, plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I was getting a message on my phone here, and they were telling me that the PP show is about to start. And then someone said, hey, he's inviting everyone to come in, and he said he wants all the shills, he wants all the haters in there to have a true effing debate, a real discussion about Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't understand, guys. I'm at a loss for words here. I would never go in there and talk to these guys because they're doing meet and greets, right? They're charging people money for this. And additionally, Bed Bath & Beyond stock doesn't exist. It's literally sitting there as delisted. You can't trade it. You couldn't buy it if you wanted to, and you couldn't trade it and sell it if you wanted to. So I don't know what debate they're looking for. There's not a board of directors. There's not employees. The company is completely gone. They think it's going to come back. And if it were to come back, I just want to make everyone very clear on this. If it were to come back via a SPAC within 90 days, if it were to come back as someone would bought up the rest of it, your shareholder equity would be zero still. So I don't know what debate they're looking for. They lost this debate. Anyone out there that doesn't know the history of Bed Bath & Beyond, just know it was a company that was once a great American brand. They drove themselves to the ground on purpose over the last 4 years. And we saw it happening in real time. We alerted every single person out there, but there was a select few YouTubers, pumpers, Reddit, and Twitter people that wanted to see you guys obviously fail and suffer because their idea of an investment was just that. It was an idea. It wasn't real. The biggest thing about investing, just so that people are clear, it's not about having the brains or the IQ like everyone else. It's about having the stomach. It's about having the character traits that would tell you that you can hold it past what would be the inevitable, right? A swing, a downtrend. That's all it takes. That's it. You don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be the genius of the group. Just know that if you can stomach the losses for in the moment, but if the fundamentals still exist and the company's quality, then sure, stick with it and stick it out. I mean, that's how most people make a living on this. Ben Graham was a trader and investor born in 1894. I believe he passed in the 1970s. And if you guys follow his train of thought and the way he trades, and what he talked about was the swings of emotion rather than the swings of the fundamental, the thesis of the stock market, the price action. That's not what you think about. You think about a company and you go in there and you evaluate. And when you see the individuals that were in charge of Bed Bath & Beyond, that were doing the things they were doing, that should tell you to get the hell out. It's not trying to do some magical dragon stuff where you're like, you know what, this butterfly exists, this merger, this reverse, this, all that secretive shit that people think they're going to, dissect and they're going to make this huge announcement. It doesn't work that way. You can go ahead and tell me, guys, give me the example that I'm missing. This is the debate for you to go out there and have, Alex or anyone else on that show, is what exactly were you guys trying to get to and at? There's no top secret, plan out there. Certainly not once you file for bankruptcy. It's all public knowledge. It's public information, and it actually brings a small amount of transparency. It has to. That's what it legally does. And so just because the individuals on that show didn't understand bankruptcy, there was a moment in my life where I didn't either. But I partnered up with the right people, asked the right questions, and kept asking questions, kept doing the homework. They didn't. So, yeah, I won't be entertaining anyone on a debate on any platform when it comes to Bed Bath & Beyond because it doesn't exist. The debate is over. You lost, and you have to carry on at this point, guys. But if you don't, keep living that dream. Keep living that dream. Right now, I'm focused on AMC and the failure that company has put in front of you, telling you that it's profitable, telling you that it had a great quarter. $12 million and $8 million in back-to-back quarters is not it. They still have a trailing 12 over $500 million loss. They had a cash burn of over $200 million cash burn. People just don't know this because they don't look at the fine numbers, and they disguise that with offerings. So if they're going to offer up the equity of the company and fatten up that balance sheet just based off of cash, just know that any cash they've ever made was off of the earnings themselves, the offerings, I'm sorry. So can't run a business via offerings. That's widely known. Lastly, I'll talk about two other companies, Muln Automotive and GameStop at the end. But Muln Automotive, if you guys saw, they were EPA certified on a couple of their vehicles, but the true value of that company has come, the truth has come full circle. They were misspeaking, or they misspoke on one of their 8Ks where they said that the forward-looking statements where, hey, we're going to come out with some guidance that says that we're going to make some money quarter four. They've dialed that back around 200%. You know, they said, hey, we're going to make 150 vehicles. Now we're going to make 450, back to 150. They don't know the number. The number is they don't produce vehicles. They just slap stickers on them. It's a bad business model. It's not very great for anyone who's trying to invest. And, you know, and then you look at GameStop. GameStop's going to come out with earnings next month. And a month from now, you guys are going to find out that GameStop probably has a swing. And I'm going for $100 million. But, you know, they had lost $94 million last year, quarter three. And I don't think they lost $94 million this quarter. I think they can go positive. I think the numbers will support that. I think the balance sheet will support that, and it'll show it to you. A net positive position. If they go net positive $5.2 million, well, then their trailing 12 is positive as well. And I can only imagine what quarter four is going to look like for GameStop. So 180 days, like I said, 2 quarters worth, 180 days, and you and I are having different conversations when it comes to GameStop. Wall Street can continue to drop the price. It's not going to scare me. But this was their last hurrah. This was their last deep dive onto it to try to knock it all the way down, and they found out they couldn't. The previous floor for GameStop was at $40 a share, and now we're at essentially $52. You know, $48 to $52 is what you're looking at. So I would tell you that we've come up about $12 from the bottom before, from 2 years ago, but we're going to go even higher than you could ever imagine. This is my opinion. I've seen it go from $40 pre-split a share all the way to, goodness, $347. That happened in March of 2021. And now we're looking at what? What's the ramp? What's the run up from here? Because we're at a good spot right now. A lot of people see the action that can come to it. And I tell you, 6 months from now, the fundamentals will support, well, an introduction to the S&P 500. We can get there. Just got to get our share price up. Just got to understand market caps and go from there. But for everyone else, nah, it's not for me. We talked about AMC. One more time, I just want to get this across. I said this in the members only video, but I want you guys to know AMC's market cap is still 2x more than what it was the last time insiders bought in. So I don't see anyone buying in at $1.92 billion worth of market cap. They're going to burn off that goodwill. They have $2.3 billion worth of goodwill. On the next quarter number, once they get their appraisal on goodwill, it'll have to come down. The balance sheet will be flipped upside down. Covenants are going to come for them. It's going to be really bad coming up on AMC, I would tell you, within the next 6 months. And if Adam Aron said it right, he said there's a writer's strike, there's an actor's strike. That's nearly half their problems. They have more things coming down the pike. So it's a complete review of all meme stocks today. And I just want you guys to know that. And if you haven't been following the channel or following these stocks and this information, maybe this is all Spanish to you. But I only speak one language, and that's facts. And the fact is, GameStop is 10 times better than anything else you want to buy. Just remember, all those companies we talked about, Muln Automotive, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, they all last 95% of your investment, period. And to get that back, it would have to have a 1,900% run. None of them will. Remember that. Peace.